Good morning. I want to come on here real quick. I told y'all good morning, and I'm going to send out some mail. Part of these are the quilt patterns, and I've got my stickers for Squirrel at Squirrel's Magnet Fishing, and I'm sending out quilt patterns to to Corky, to Audrey, to Susan at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, to Kathy Waits, Sandra Willis, Linda Black, and to my friend Claudia. That's what I'm fixing to go up and put in the mailbox. So I can't stay on here for just a minute, and I thought I'd just do this live, and that way I wouldn't have to worry about downloading it and uploading it and all that. But that's what's going out today. And I've got to talk just a minute because that's me for you. But I've run across, I've got the stack of those vintage quilt books, and I ran across this another day, and I had to pick it up because I thought that was sure pretty on it. Good morning, Kim. I just thought this was real pretty, and I thought, wow, I might want to make that someday. I think it's Ohio Stars red and the blue and the red. It's pretty, but anyway, what's the date on it? Because I want to talk about an article in there. February 1987 is the date on this magazine. But then I picked it up and I was thumbing through it because that's what I do. Anytime something's laying around the house, I pick it up and I thumb through it. And there was this article here about a play called The Quilters. And see, who wrote it? Who wrote the article? I said it's from 1987. Well, I can't find the name now. But I'm going to read you just a couple of excerpts from that play just because I thought that's nice. And then I'm going to go to the mailbox. We're going to put this quilt together block by block. Each block is different. Each pattern has a thread of somebody's life running through it. You'll see my thread in there from time to time with all the others. My memories, my hopes, my dreams, my prayers. It's my legacy quilt. That's how the play began. And then there's another one here. You can't always change things. Sometimes you don't have no control over the way things go. Hail ruins the crop or fire burns you out. And then you're just given so much to work with in a life. And you have to do the best you can with what you got. The materials is passed on to you or is all you can afford to buy. That's just what's given to you, your fate. But the way you put them together is your business. You can put them in any order you like. Peace in quilts is orderly. Know ye that there hath no trouble taking you, but is common to all men. We're all given different pieces of fabric, and not fabric, but different things in life. And how we work with them determines whether we make it or whether we don't. Good morning, Audrey. If you come in late, I've got your quilt pattern here ready to take to the mailbox. I'm not going to stay here. You guys tell me something another couple minutes, and then I'm gone because I don't want to miss my mail. She comes about 9:00, and it's 8:35 right now. But anyway, I'm just full of inspiration for quilts. There's a Jacob's ladder in this book, too. I've got a Jacob's ladder over there that I'm fixing to trim and hem, too. I've got to stay around here for a few minutes this morning because I'm waiting on somebody to come by, so I can't go up to the quilt house. Good morning, Linda. How are you today? Tell us how you are. Hello, Piggy. And Joy. Good morning, Joy. I hope y'all are all as chipper as I am this morning. I'm just got it going, I think. And Kim's and all of y'all are saying good morning to each other. I just love it when there's camaraderie, and I didn't set this on the StreamYard to do this, so I can't bring you up here to talk to me. I'm going to give you guys, Boilermaker Rig, good morning. Give y'all just a few more minutes. I'm going to show you my Jacob's Ladder quilt that after I get my laundry done and some dishes washed, I'm going to trim this morning. Let me show it to you. I've had this one quilted for a few months, but I never finished it. So this is my Jacob's Ladder. it's a scrappy quilt, but I'm going to trim it this morning in my spare time and put the binding and finish it. I thought it was just as pretty for scraps as you could get. Look at all those pretty pieces. But that's what I'm going to work on, because my company will be here this morning for a few minutes, and I won't get to go to the other house to quilt because then I'd miss them. Who else? Anybody else come in? We don't have, but I think there's 8 of you in here saying good morning to each other. It is pretty, Linda. It's just about as pretty as some of them that I spend hundreds of dollars on fabric, and that was just the scraps. I think it's pretty. Sometimes those that you just throw together is just as pretty as the others. I said this is going to be short and short this morning because I'm not staying on here long. There was another poem in here, if I can find it, I wanted to read. I told you where these magazines all come from. Somebody up at the recycling center that my son knows, or I know him too. They come into the recycling center, a big stack of these old quilt magazines, and he got a hold of my son and said, "Your mama want these magazines?" And I did, and I've enjoyed them so much. I've had them for about 2 or 3 years now. They've been around here. And they're not the strip piecing. I love the strip piecing where you cut all them strips and sew them together and then cut them back apart. And these are not, a lot of the patterns in these old magazines are not that way. You have difficult things you got to pin on there and cut. Let's see. Scott's aunt and uncle coming to visit. Oh, good. I'm glad you're going to have some company. All righty, you guys. I don't mean to just get on here for a teaser video, but I do got to go to the mailbox, and I think I'm going to put on my boots and my coat and ride with Terry to check the cows, and then I'll come back and wash dishes and do some laundry and work on my quilts. I even mop the floor. That needs done too. Good morning, Leslie. Who have I missed? Have I missed anybody? Try not to, but I'm kind of wanting to talk a little bit too. I'll try to get back on here after a while and chat with you guys. I got to go now. I'm a busy woman. If I want to get anything done, I can't stop too long. Bye. Bye, y'all.